everybody. I hope oh, there we go. All right. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a very, very special installment of Your Money Matters Financial Empowerment Show. I am your host, Letha Thornton, and we are here to celebrate tonight. It has been one whole year since this show's inception. It's actually January 17th is our date. But since the show is on Tuesdays, we're celebrating today. And we have an amazing lineup of people who have come to celebrate the 1 year anniversary of the show. So I'm super excited to be with you all tonight just to celebrate. A year ago, when I was asked to put on this show for people to be able to get free resources and take control of their finances through education. Never did I think for one moment that I would be good at it, number one. Number two, never did I think that we would help so many people and touch so many people with what it is that we were sharing. I have made amazing connections over the last year. I've done business over the last year, connecting with people, and it's just been an amazing, amazing journey. I thank you all for listening. I thank you all if you participate in the Facebook group or in any way that you've been involved. I cannot thank you enough for helping this show to become successful. We continue to inspire and change lives. I have people that message me that talk about how special the show has been to them and how they're learning and advancing. So I'm just overjoyed and very, very happy to have you all here with us tonight. We have done over 30 shows, and we started with getting into the money mindset. We've talked about taxes, we've talked about investments several times. Some of these things bear repeating, right? We've talked about credit repair, closing the wealth gap. We've talked about cryptocurrency, estate planning, business credit, personal credit. We do an entrepreneur spotlight every single month, which showcases entrepreneurship, entrepreneurs, and why it's so worth it to do, especially if you're trying to create wealth for yourself. We've had amazing guests on helping us with Are You Officially in Business? We've had budget basics, we've had grant funding. We did two shows on money trauma, right? Because sometimes a lot of the times your habits come from past traumas or experiences. We have talked about one of my personal passions multiple times. We've talked about life insurance, right? And how it helps to create generational wealth, using real estate to create passive income, um, and create generational wealth, right? We've talked about the challenges that we face in our communities economically. We've talked about artificial intelligence, what you need to know when you're purchasing your first home. We've talked about grant funding, launching your own LLC. And the last show we did was the 12 things that poor people waste their money on, right? So we have had repeat guests to talk about different things: money mindset, success, everything that you can think of, just so that we can help you to get to the next level when it comes to your finances. So, what I did is I reached out to some of our past guests just for them to come, and thank them for being a part of Your Money Matters Financial Empowerment Show, but also to impart some well wishes and some love for our year going forward. So what I'm going to do is just bring a few people up, and they're going to give us a few words, maybe even share who they are and what it is that they do, and then we'll take it from there. So, my very first person that we're going to hear from is the person that came and said to me, "Hey, the people really need to be empowered financially, and I want to know if you'll do a weekly show. Your message has been consistent, and I think that it would be great if people could learn, because we understand that a lot of the times repetition is really, really important. Things need to be said more than once for us to latch on. And he just wanted to lend a platform on his radio station for us to all grow and learn when it comes to money and finance. So I bring Mr. JP Bryce up of cmpradio.net. How are you today, sir?
How you doing, Letha? I'm good. I'm good. I think about the year last year when I called you and I asked you to come back to the radio station because it's not your first time at the radio station. And what I was feeling at the time, the radio station to me has always been, if you see it, you can be it type of situation. So if we don't have enough shows where we're producing quality content, you feel me? I feel like we're just playing around, right? So when I called you, I was sincere, right? I needed a show talking about financial empowerment. I needed a show talking about life insurance. I needed a show talking about how to buy your first house. And you have literally Barry Bonds, this Mark McGuire without the steroids, right? You have knocked this
Oh my
ball completely out of the park. 30 shows in, the guests that you bring on, the information that you give to our viewers is very, very important. So I just want to say happy 1 year anniversary. Do not stop. Keep on pushing. Right. We know that anything that we think we can do is going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. There's going to be trials and tribulations. Things going to pop up. Right. But you have to stay focused. Have to stay focused on your mission. Right. And you have to bring up other people as well. So I am super proud of you for sticking with this for a year and years beyond. And whatever you need from me, you got it, right?
You
You got
never
it.
say no. You never
Right.
ever say no.
No,
That
you're
is
not supposed to say no. No, you say no to things you really don't want to do. I want to do all of this stuff. I want to make sure my people get enough information. I want to break the generational curses that are spewing out everywhere. I want people to have respect. I want people to talk to people. I want communication. So we can't do that if we don't understand how to get our finances together. I'm now working on getting my credit together. Right, I finally got a job that's paying me money. Right, so I can do what I need to do. I also I understand how important it is. I understand how much I was behind because I believed everything that was good was bad and everything that was bad was good, and it
mm.
it doesn't that doesn't equate to anything, right? We're lost, and I was tired of being lost. So, watching your show, you feel me, inspires me daily. All right, I got to get my credit together, right? I gotta find a way to get my credit together. I gotta pay some of these things off. I gotta get some life insurance. I got health insurance now. I just went to the doctor. It wasn't bad news, right? But it was, some things I have to step over. So he gave me, I struck out literally. Said I got high blood pressure, I got high cholesterol, and I got diabetes. So
Oh,
I'm 0 for 3.
oh,
But he did say that I could bring those numbers down. So that's what I'm working on now, right? Working on bringing those numbers down, getting healthy, and understanding that health is wealth. I didn't realize that either, right? So I'm super proud of you. I want you to keep on doing what you're doing. Shout out to you, the Financial Empowerment Show. Your money matters. Make sure if you're not watching this, if you're not watching this show every other Tuesday, then you're missing out on a lot of great information. Come on, let's go.
wow. It's a reason you were first. Jeez. I'm touched, I'm moved and inspired, because it really has been a great partnership in the sense of like your passion shows through, and even being able, iron sharpens iron. So if there was something that we were doing that inspired you to get yourself together, health is wealth, but wealth is wealth, and what are the things that need to happen? You wanted it more for the people and put yourself last.
Right.
So the fact that the show is able to educate, inspire, and empower you, I'm super excited, and I take the charge to keep that going, to keep it moving. So Thank you so much for your time, for jumping on, and again for never ever saying no. It's nothing that I ask him that he doesn't say yes to. So I'm just overjoyed and excited of what the next year is going to look like.
Dreams take power. Dreams take people agreeing with you. Dreams take people walking with you, right? It doesn't matter if it's not my dream. If it's your dream and you're passionate about it, I'm going to walk with you, right? I'm going to walk because I'm walking in my dream. So I just need people to walk with me. Don't tell me no. Don't tell me no, I can't do that. No, that doesn't work. I'm going to tell you, yeah, come on, let's do it. Let's see what happens. You feel me? That's all we can do. Let's see what happens. And if it works out, all right, great. Let's add on to that. So, I'm super proud of you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep inspiring and teaching and showing people how to have the life that they want, right? You got to go after it. It's not just going to pop up. It's not just a rose that's going to pop up in the garden, right? You got to plot. You got to plant it. You got to water it. You got to make sure the sun is hitting it. You got to make some steps. You got to take some steps. So I'm super proud of you, Letha. Absolutely.
Thank you so much for believing
Problem.
in me. All right. So, that was amazing. Thank you so much. So the next person that I'm gonna bring up, and I believe that her devices are connected the way that they need to be, so that she can enlighten us and share with us a few words as well. This person I met back in 2015 and has taught me. She is such a part of the reason why any of this is possible, because everybody needs a mentor, right? Everybody needs a coach. Everybody needs someone that can lead the way and show them the path to creating financial independence. She's another person that pulls me by the hand and helps me get up from wherever I'm at the time, right? We're not without challenges, we're not without struggles. She picks me up, she dusts me off, puts me back on the path, and just has shown me so much. And this show and everything would not even be possible if she didn't walk in my door all those years ago. And she has just changed so much about my mindset and everything. So I'm gonna bring up my coach, my mentor, Miss Rashida Barker. Are you in the building?
Mhm. I am. I think I'm connected. I don't know what happened, but I'm connected. So good. Yes, congratulations and happy anniversary.
Thank
Awesome,
you.
awesome, awesome.
So just tell
Yeah,
the people a little bit about. God,
um, I am a wife and a mother of five, and by education, I'm a registered nurse. And I was what they call a per diem nurse. A per diem nurses make a lot of money, which that's fine. I get my benefits through my husband, so when you swing and no benefits and you get a broken foot, you experience when money stops. And the ripple and cascade of life collapsing because of that. And I was really ripe and prime for um, a Money Matters show, but I didn't have one that was so local, and I didn't have one that maybe really identified with where I was and people that could speak to me where I could receive it. I was watching CNN and PBS, and they kind of speak their own language, but I just was watching it because I needed to be in the atmosphere where money consciousness was being spoken. And if I just listen enough, something I would catch something. And so for you to be doing this show where people in the area and abroad can hear simple concepts that affect their everyday living, everything from health, because you're talking about financial wellness, it will even, because how you do anything is how you do everything. And so it will even affect somebody's outlook on their own health. I'm trying my money right, but what is my health like? Or my relationships? I'm trying to make more money, but what is my credit like? I want to build my financial house. I'm still renting. What does it take to be in an ownership position? And in everyday language, and people that help the everyday person. If I could say anything about your passion, is that you started this journey with, I want to be able to impact my community, and your passion and the way you've reached out to people locally and on social media. Facebook named you one of their rising stars because of your constant connecting to be able to put these subject matters on display, and that people can. I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited for you, and you have just, you have not lost 1 inch in iota. We linked because just a neighborhood
That's me. Wait one second.
friend
Pause.
to bring value and actually bring value yourself, and then use this platform to invite for you. And of all communities, we need people like that in our community that's rocking for us, that's pulling for us, and all in the name of financial independence. And so congratulations to you and Awesome Sauce. Awesome Sauce. Are you still there? Are you there, Miss Thornton? So
I
that's
had
just
to. I'm sorry.
my background, our background together.
I had to switch
That's my
devices.
background, our background together. I have a very similar passion, because it's not hard to become financially independent. Probably a lot of mindset, but the hardest thing.
Absolutely. Can you all hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me? Are you able to hear me, Rashida? Am I frozen or is she frozen? Leslie, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. She's frozen.
Oh, okay. Whew. I thought it was me. Okay, cool. I was all right. Well, I received all of those words. I had to switch devices. I was having some technical difficulties, but I'm back in business. So there you are, Rashida. I thought I was frozen, but I cannot thank you enough for being the inspiration. You can say, I appreciate all of the accolades and all of the things that you have really instilled and empowered me to do. I'm just overjoyed that you've been a part of the journey. We have you on the show pretty regularly, because Rashida breaks investments down like no other, so that people can understand. And that's what this game is all about. If we're going to win the money game, we have to be able to explain things in a way that people can understand so that they can make informed decisions about their money. So, as I said, with JP, iron sharpens iron. And you've helped me to get better, helping me to blaze a trail to help some other people to get better. So I just thank you, and I'm so glad that you were able to hop on here. I know you have other things moving and shaking right now, but to be here to celebrate is a really really big deal. So thank you for your time.
Absolutely. And happy anniversary and congratulations again.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So the next trailblazer we're gonna bring up, started off, she's been on the show twice. She has now ventured out and we're doing additional business together. She is someone who also wants to empower people. She has her own podcast, and she has just been, sharing her insight and her wisdom. She also happens to be preparing for tax season. So for her to be here with us, is a really, really big deal. I'm going to bring up Miss Tierra Melvin of M&J Management,
Hey,
Financial
how are
Management.
you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Congratulations on your 1 year. Podcasting and
Yay!
doing a show it ain't for the weak. I tell you that. So consistency is key. So I'm proud of you for making it this far.
Thank you, my dear. And you have been such a big part of that, where you have just came on and really broke things down for people who want to start a business, what it is that they need to do to get started. Two separate shows where you and Cynthia just really broke things down for people so that they could get started on the path to starting their own business. We all know entrepreneurship is not for the weak either. And sometimes we just need a hand up or a leg up for somebody to show us how to do it, put it in terms and steps that we can understand so that we can get the ball rolling. So just tell us a little bit about you and M&J management and you know um yeah, all that good stuff.
Oh, okay. So M&J Financial Management, I started because I wanted to be able to help people to gain financial stability. Us people, or the people of color, we tend to struggle with being financially stable. So just being able to help my community, teach them financial literacy, teach them the proper ways on how to set up and run a business, as well as staying in compliance with the taxes, because you don't want no problems with the IRS. Because once you get problems with them, you're gonna have forever have problems. So, but like my main thing was just to really give, be able to give back to my community as far as teaching them financial stability. It's very, very important, and financial stability should start young. I actually say they should start with your kids, even when they're very young and in school. That you shouldn't have to wait till you get to college to learn about financial stability. It should be taught when people, are young. It should be a part of your daily lifestyle. So just for me, trying to take on that task can be challenging, but I'm glad I'm not the only one um, who has a love and desire and a passion to teach about financial literacy. So Ms. Letha, did she pop off?
She did. She must have lost service. Keep going. She's jumping back on.
Okay.
There she
Well, there you go.
Yes, I am back. I
goes.
I really attempted with this other device and it just did not work out. It was enabling me to be more hands free, but we gonna rock with the phone for the rest of the time. The iPad's acting a little crazy, so but yes, Tierra, the everything that you were saying about how to these things should have been taught to us in school, right?
Mhm.
They taught me how to balance a checkbook and go grocery shopping.
Mm-hmm.
So all of those things were really, really important and pivotal, and we missed the mark. So consequently, we learn it when we're actually adulting, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And that part definitely stinks when you don't have, somebody to help you along the way. So absolutely. Well, I thank you for being here and just sharing your platform with us. Like I said, you broke some things down. You got my wheels turning, got me all excited about, just what it takes to build other businesses. I got one business, but
Mhm.
what it would take to build some other businesses from a different perspective. So I'm thankful for you for being here. I appreciate you stopping by to celebrate with us for a few minutes. And if you are in the North Carolina area, look this young lady up. She's very passionate about what she does. I don't know if she's accepting new clients, but she definitely can help you in a lot of areas when it comes to building your business or Texas. So thank you again, Tierra.
Thank you and congratulations again.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So the next superstar that I'm going to bring up, and I'm not sure if she is on, but this is I met Tierra through Miss Cynthia Ellis, who is a business coach, right? As we talk, like I said, we all need a coach, right? And it may be that you might see me with as a financial coach, but a financial coach is being coached by a business coach. And I just think this woman is absolutely amazing. She put on the most amazing clinic today when it came to, you know, building your business and branding yourself and marketing strategies and tactics and all of this stuff. I was just is so excited because I know that her blessings, she's also giving out so much free information to help and bless other people. And like I said, I met Tiara through her. But we continue to cheer each other on. I often call her like a business bestie, because she's not just a coach, but she's somebody who, you know, sometimes you when you're on social media, we might need a cheerleader, so we cheerlead each other so that visibility increases and things like that. So I'm gonna bring Miss Cynthia Ellis up of C Ellis Management LLC, and thank you for getting on here. I know your schedule is super busy. How are you?
I'm doing great, Letha. I would not have missed this for the world. Look, I was trying to escape everything. I said, I don't care what's going on. I promised Letha that I would show up for her on her anniversary date. And speaking of phenomenal, you should look in the mirror. It's easy to cheer people on when they're putting in so much energy and effort to also change the lives of others. So I could not have asked to be connected with a more powerful woman when it comes to business. So I want to come on here to give you your flowers tonight for everything that you do, not just for online audiences, but you are making differences in the lives of people that I'm sure not even you meet virtually, but also in person. Thank you for what you do. So I'm very happy to be a part of your story. I'm very humbled by it and very honored. And I look forward to just us growing our businesses together and continuing to change lives together.
Absolutely. Share with the people just a little bit. Like, I'm gonna have you back, but share, share some of the things. Just, what CLS management is all about.
Absolutely. So thank you for the segue. CLS Management is here to support the journeys of startup entrepreneurs. So my passion is with startups, anyone from 0 to 5 years in business. CLS Management was founded to help new entrepreneurs understand and actually put in place the fundamentals that will not only kickstart a business, but to sustain profitability over a long period of time. So anything that you would need to help you understand as far as what would happen if you selected the right versus the wrong business structure. What do we need to do with tax ID numbers and how that affects how the federal government views your business? Where can we secure funding for our business and how does that actually happen? What are the steps that we can take to improve cash flow in our businesses or to be able to even begin to see cash flow altogether? What should we do with the accounting that's happening in our business? And finally, some of the more important things, some of the things that I talked about today, the branding and marketing pieces of business. What actually happens? How does that flow create a foundation for a business that's going to last for generations?
Mm.
And there's just a science to how this happens, right? And there are so many other people and cultures who have mastered this, but yet so many people in our own culture lack the knowledge and the resources of how to get this done. So honestly, one of my main missions is to impact an entrepreneur that can support their family financially. And as we do that and we gain the knowledge and create ecosystems of well-developed businesses and have monies poured back into our communities, then we're improving and we're stimulating economic development and we're increasing the vitality of our communities. Our survival rates are higher. Poverty levels are lower. We are healthier. We have more sustainable family structures. So I think that a lot goes into small business that I will definitely get on a soapbox for. But the way I teach this is through coaching programs where we can do group coaching with several of us together within similar circumstances or similar industries, or I can work with entrepreneurs one-on-one. Either way, I'm happy to give up my time and my resources and my skills to help make sure that the clients that I'm working with are improving their business status and their quality of life.
Wow. So relevant to your Money Matters Financial Empowerment Show. And, I invited a friend today, just because, these were things that we were talking about. When you're looking to improve, you surround yourself with people who are looking to do the same. And this person was just saying, like, there's some things I really need to get done. And I was like, you got to check out my girl, Cynthia. I'm telling you, she is the business coach of all business coaches. So we
Oh,
are we are so you were so great today. But
thank
we're just
you.
You're welcome. We're ecstatic to have you on here, just sharing with the audience. We'll definitely have you back, multiple times, just because I think that your message is so important, because people are trying to start these businesses and
Yeah,
really don't even know the step one, and
yeah,
then you get easily frustrated, especially if you're working a 9 to 5 and trying to feed your family and live a life. It can become overwhelming. So someone like you to break those things down are super important. So thank you. And I can't thank you enough for being here today. And again, I look forward to all the great things we're going to do in 2024. I'm so happy
yes,
to
ma'am.
be in your
Look,
network.
big goals, big dreams, big enough to scare us, but that's how it should be, right?
Absolutely. Well, thank you for coming to celebrate with us.
You're welcome, my dear. Happy anniversary, Letha. You deserve all the flowers.
Thank you, my dear. I appreciate it. So, my next person I had on the show in the beginning of December, because I know that people often go into debt, for the Christmas holiday or whatever holidays that are celebrated in December. There are a few. And a lot of the times people are wanting to measure their love by their wallet, right? So I found this awesome young woman, to come on and talk about how to avoid going into debt, over the holiday season. And I just feel like we connected so much. She makes me laugh. She's bubbly and bright, and I wanted her to come on, just to celebrate with us, and just reconnect with the audience and tell a little bit about her. Miss Money Making Mamas, Miss Kristen Whitman McClellan, are you here?
Hello.
Hi.
Happy anniversary. What a milestone for you to
Yes.
achieve. Huge.
Understand you just celebrated your 2 year, right?
I celebrated my 2 years. So I'm a toddler. So, yep, I'm feeling my way around.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for your well wishes. This has just been exciting, and I recently met with you, but I definitely felt like I wanted to have you back, because your mission too is so relevant to the show. Just tell us a little bit about you and what you got going on these days.
So I am actually a bookkeeper. I have two businesses. My bookkeeping business is 24 years old now. Um, and I fell into it because my family, this is what we do, apparently, is bookkeeping and accounting. But I grew up with a single mom, and then I became a single mom when I lost my husband to cancer. So
Mm,
growing up, we did not have a lot. We struggled, but we didn't talk about money, right? We just went without. We didn't
mm,
talk about it. And then when I became a single mom and I had had my head in the sand my whole marriage, I gave my power away about money to my husband, and I had no idea where we were. And all of a sudden now I didn't have him, and we were emotionally devastated. Well, I didn't realize we were also financially devastated. And here
mm,
I was hiding my car from the repo man, trying to figure out how I'm going to get tires. I'm in New Hampshire, it gets icy. How am I going to get oil? And we need oil so that the pipes don't freeze. And yeah, I had to dig out. I had to figure out how to survive on my own with two kids. And
mm.
I gamified it for us. I just put my head down and we put it together. And as a team, my kids were little, but as a team, we gamified getting out of debt. And my children and I decided to break that generational curse of,
Mm,
of poverty. I was born into poverty. I was raised with not a lot of money at all. And my husband and I were struggling. And I didn't know we were struggling because we didn't have the conversation.
Right.
I always said I wasn't good with money, and I left it all on his shoulders. And so I had no idea where we stood until he was gone.
Mm.
And so, fast forward to now I am really passionate about helping women specifically because, as a single mom, that's where I am helping us. I call it get comfy with the F word, finances, and understanding your taxes and understanding, have a side hustle because the tax code was written for business owners, and how we can not just make more money, but how we can keep more money. And a lot of that is taking control of it, taking off those blinders, facing our fears. If I can do it, you can do it too. And
Mm-hmm.
I wish that I had had your show because what you teach would have changed my life and made my life the past decade or so a lot easier if I had had what you're sharing is such a blessing. And I love tuning in and watching and all the things that you have amazing guests. You have some really amazing guests and you are such a great host. So
Oh,
thank you so much.
thank you for being a part. You're a part of the great guest. That's
Well,
why I brought you back. you're
thank
just,
you.
you're
I'm
that
in awe
thing.
of the other people on this show, and I'm just like, wow, they're so educated, so knowledgeable. And I just sit there and what a blessing that you share. So, yay to you. Congratulations. Keep it up. We need you.
Oh, thank you, my dear. And we need you, the money making mamas, and your story. It just makes it so relevant to people who are where you are right now. You went through your journey, and you're still going through your journey, but you just helped someone who who's undergoing financial devastation. So to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, be successful in business and do it from scratch. A lot of the times I don't want to hear from people who haven't had a financial storm, right? Because it's not, you could talk about where you are now, but people often want to know how you got to where you are so that you're relatable to them. So thank you for being here. Thank you for coming on here to celebrate with me. We're going to do some things in 2024 to really help people and continue to help people with your mission, and we're going to partner to do some things. So thank you again for being here.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. And, I always say rough seas don't make good sailors. And we all go through hell, but don't set up camp there. To keep going.
Woo! That was powerful. Absolutely. Well, thank you, Krista. And so last but not least, I met this couple um during some of my first shows, right? I've used social media as a platform to find a lot of my guests. I do the research, I look around, I dig, I see who's talking about things, who's passionate about things, and I came across this lovely couple who, they're powerhouses individually, but as a unit they are just absolutely awesome. They have created a community called Black Wall Street Charlotte, and we cheer each other on. We support each other. They were guests on the show. I had Tiffany back she was by herself talking about how to use real estate to create generational wealth and passive income. She knocked it out of the park, so much so that there were people asking me, basically, does she do consulting? Because she was putting things in terms that people could understand, and she was, they trusted her with, because of her knowledge. So I'm gonna bring up Miss Shelton and I mean Mr. Shelton and Tiffany Brown. Thank you for being a part of this celebration. You were at the top of the list. And really, everybody on here was at the top of the list. No shade to anybody that were guests in the past, but there were just some people that were super special, and you guys were really one of the first guests. We had a few shows, but you guys came on and talked about the economic disparities in the African American community and some of the things that we could do to change it. And you have applauded and cheerleaded, text me and was like, "Oh, that was a great show." When someone's starting a podcast, they need to hear things like that. And you guys were watching not because you were going to be guests or be anything like that, but you continue to watch and you continue to cheerlead and support. And we've just stayed in touch. So thank you so much for coming to celebrate with me tonight.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for having us back, Letha. Happy New Year and congratulations on your first year anniversary. We are so happy for you. This year, we've just watched you grow and you've helped us help other people to grow. The topics that you do on your show are very necessary. And what I really appreciate and what keeps me coming is the fact that you care. You can tell, you take your time, you present the stuff in a way that people can digest it, and you give very relevant topics. You talk about things that people need to hear about in order to make better decisions in their finances. You make people look at themselves and look at what they're doing and make changes. So I applaud you for doing that. This is something that the world needs to hear, not just in your community, but everywhere. You've used social media to reach out all across the globe, and you are really doing that. So I am especially excited to just be here. I thank you so much for just being able to stay open and keep bringing forth those topics that we all need to discuss. Your Money Matters is important to me because I love finances and just
Sure.
making sure that people do what they need to do. So we thank you for that.
Thank you, Tiffany. That means so much to me. Mr. Shelton, how are
Yes. Happy birthday to you. I will do the happy birthday song, but y'all ain't ready for that. So,
maybe not.
but I am equally just so happy for you. Happy anniversary to your show, all that you're doing. I mean, we're getting ready to celebrate our first year anniversary in February the 24th.
Yeah.
And we're going to be having a celebration. But immediately when we launched our Black Wall Street Charlotte, you reached out to us, and we immediately became a community beyond Charlotte. And so you opened up our territory, like the Bible says about enlarging your territory. So you enlarged that territory immediately. So, and I didn't realize you had just started your show. So
Yes.
just look at how you was with just in that short period of time and where you are now. So we're very excited. As you mentioned earlier, we're the creators and owners of Black Wall Street Charlotte. We create a business community. It's not just a Black business directory, but it's an actual community of Black business owners where we want to bring, I'm a CPA by trade. I've been in business for 27 years now, and with my wife being in real estate and finances. So we wanted to kind of bring our resources together to create a network opportunity where we actually, we're in the process of building programming, having classes and workshops on procurement, taxes, of course, is how to start your business, business credit, just all the different facets of starting a business, coming up with the idea, growing the business, and making it sustainable. So that's what we're doing with Black Wall Street Charlotte. So we're just so excited. Yes, I watch this show. My wife watches the show. We be in two different rooms, watching it from two different computers, and she'll say something, I say something. But we're just so excited. And the guests that you had on we've been able to really get a wealth of knowledge just from the guests that you're having on. And so it's always great, even though we're very knowledgeable, it's always great to get new information or get pertinent information from other people. So you have created a platform that we know that is going to continue to grow. We know God is going to continue to bless it and cover you and bring those right people that you need. So we're so excited about that. Did she drop off?
Oh no.
I think she may have dropped off.
There she is.
There you are.
We can't. You're on mute.
You're on mute.
My dog was
There
scratching
you
the
go.
door. I had to. Can you hear me?
Yes,
The
yes,
dog
yes.
was scratching the door, so I had to let him out.
Oh yeah, I get it. I get it. We got 2 dogs.
Yes. So
So
no, and I'm so inspired, like I said, by you all, because you really are creating a community, and some of the challenges in communities, that we face is really how to get people, to start thinking about these things. So, when I came across you guys, first of all, I didn't know the impact that I had as far as helping you all to become more seen outside of Charlotte. But that's really what it is all about. It's not we want to help Charlotte, but you guys have knowledge, and like I said, having Tiffany come back and share her knowledge, about real estate, and like I said, people hit me up like, yo, I need to talk to her. I need can she help me? Like, I wanna do this, I want to do that. And that's what it's really all about. It's about plugging people in to where they need to be. And I probably have, my own directory of when I hear certain things, I can say, well, go see Shelton and Tiffany, or go see Krista. I got people still talking about Krista, and Cynthia, and just everybody, where you have these people on your show to come and discuss things, but they end up being vehicles to get people to the next level. So I'm so excited, for your anniversary, and all the things that we're going to continue to do to help people. And I know that I will have you back. These topics from 2023 are going to be repeated in 2024, because we have a whole different set of listeners than we had back then. So more people are tuning in, so we're going to recycle and share the information over and over and over again, as we tap into different markets of listeners. So
that's wonderful.
absolutely, thank you for being here to celebrate
Thank
with
you.
me, and more to come.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. My pleasure. My pleasure. So we are going to get ready to close the show, right? But there are just some reflections that I want to share with you. I've been in a lot of different platforms, right? Where I've done podcasts, I've done workshops, I've done all of these things. But when you are responsible for the programming of that really can impact other people, you know, I never thought that I would see myself in this space, right? Where I can help to create meaningful programming from multiple people in multiple states. It just makes me echo the theme of, you know, don't limit yourself. Get out of your comfort zone and go after what it is that you want, because you never know where your journey will take you. You never know who you will meet. I have had some amazing people from all over the country, from South Africa, from the UK, who line up with my mission. Social media is an amazing vehicle that has helped me to connect with so many people to further my mission. So all things are possible, right? If you just step outside of your comfort zone. Nothing happens great if you're too comfortable, right? So those reflections, I want to keep the theme going in 2024 when it comes to planning, right? Financial planning. Did you know that 1 in 4 households with an income between 80,000 and 125,000 a year reported that they have trouble covering monthly expenses? These are things that we need to discuss, right? Did you know that nearly 1 in 4 of those people said their main source of income if it disappeared, they didn't have enough savings to cover more than 1 month of their expenses? Just because you make 6 figures doesn't mean that you don't have 6 figure expenses, right? So these financial challenges and things like that remain so important. More now than ever, the phrase, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, right? More now than ever, that is so important, as these economic times with inflation and prices rising and all kinds of things happening. So Your Money Matters Financial Empowerment Show is going to continue to tackle these so important issues so that we can get some planning going, right? We're going to be talking about strategies to plan our finances better, right? Everybody has a starting point, and we, whatever level that you are at, is so important for us to help you to get to that next level. I'm not where I want to be financially. You may not be where you want to be financially, but we all can get there together. We want to prioritize our finances. We want to take care of the financial basics. It might mean that you have to bring in some additional income, right? What does that look like? How does that happen, right? Setting financial goals. These are all things that I definitely can assist you with. I'm working with people now to help them with just the basics to get them started. But we all have these big financial goals and dreams that are so important. It's really important to plan, and we can watch reality shows, we can engage in celebrity gossip, but when it comes to us, we are not planning. So money and all these topics are going to reach the right people, but we hope that it reaches some other people as well. So that concludes the anniversary show of Your Money Matters Financial Empowerment Show. Next week, we are going to be talking about, well, not this week, but the following week. It is an every other week show. We are going to be talking about taxes, right? Everybody knows those W-2s are coming out, and there are laws and rules and things that are changing every single year, and we want you to be in the best position to know what those rules and laws are so that you can plan accordingly and maximize your tax season, with financial wisdom. So I thank Rashida, I thank JP, I thank Tiffany and Shelton, I thank Krista, I thank Tierra, I thank Cynthia. I thank you all for coming to be a part of this celebration. No one that I asked said no. Not one person said I can't make it. So I do think that it speaks to the impact and the reach that we are trying to accomplish when it comes to getting our money matters in order. So I say goodnight to you. I'm going in my room to going in another room to throw confetti and do all kinds of stuff that I was meaning to do but didn't get a chance to with my technical difficulties. But we look forward to seeing you and helping you to grow in 2024 so you can do more. All right. Have a good night.
CMPRadio.net, it's the station. Listen, man, let's cultivate together. Bring us all your show ideas. Content creators, we're looking for that. Videographers, we're looking for that. You can be a part of the next great big thing that takes place right here in Chester, Pennsylvania.